What up, everyone? It is Toshi, and today we are going to be talking about Demon Slayer Volume 11. So, I've got quite a lot to say about this. I just finished this like 20 minutes ago, and honestly, it was really good. But firstly, I just want to get this out of the way. My upload schedule hasn't been good recently, and it's just because I've got a lot of stuff going on in my personal life, like friends, family, all that shit, and I don't really want to get too deep into it, so I just want to say my upload schedule, it probably won't be the best like the next couple of days, maybe even a few weeks, but I am honestly, honest to God, I'm trying my best. Like, I'm getting up every day, going work, trying to get my shit done, trying to read more, I'm trying to get my shit sorted. It's just a little bit difficult right now. I hope you can all understand that. However, so yeah, just bear with me, be patient with me. Like, my videos aren't going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere because, honestly, my motivation for this is obviously because A, I enjoy doing it. It's just like a hobby. I enjoy doing all this, but B, I don't want to be like 35 years old in the future and then think to myself one day like, oh, like what, like I wonder what would happen if I like kept doing YouTube. Like the morbid fear, like the fear that like ending up in that position like puts me in is just like next level. Like that level of fear is enough to keep me like doing all this shit because I really don't want to be like 35 years old one day being like, I wonder what would have happened if I kept doing YouTube. You get what I mean? So, and obviously I just enjoy doing it as well, but all that out the way, just be patient with my upload schedule, please, I beg. But all that out the way, let's get into it. So, but real quick, can we appreciate the cover art for this volume? Please, can we appreciate Nezuko and the way she's drawn and the way this cover is just, cause this cover is great, okay? But yeah, that out of the way, let's just get into it. Also, I don't think I have bags under my eyes, but if I do, just sort of like ignore it. I'm a little bit tired, but I've got work soon, so. But let's get into this actual video. But yeah, Volume 11 was great. So we got to see, obviously we got to see everyone defeat Daki and Gyutaro. Uh, the scene where Inosuke saws off Daki's head. I know like she grew it back and they had to cut it off again, but like that scene was just great. As you all know, I love Inosuke. I think he's like Demon Slayer's version of Kenpachi from Bleach. He's insane. He's bloodthirsty. He loves to fight. He loves to battle. He's just a great character to read, to watch. He's entertaining. Even if you don't like his character, you can't deny when he's on screen, when he's on the page, it's entertaining. We got to see Zenitsu really become engaged in combat, which you haven't really seen before. Like, granted, we've seen him fight, but in this fight against Daki, we saw how determined he was in the fight. Like, Zenitsu is usually, very meek, very timid, very anxious, very nervous, not very threatening at all or intimidating. And obviously we know when he falls asleep, his true power comes out, and we've seen that. However, I don't really think we've seen him this determined and this engaged in combat before. We got to see Tanjiro develop his techniques a little bit more. We got to see him mix water breathing with Hinokami Kagura. So, we got to see him mix his techniques a little bit. And that was interesting too because, it helped us realize that, he's still growing, still getting faster, stronger, still learning new stuff. And hopefully, we'll get to see Tanjiro learn to do a lot more techniques, a lot more cool shit. And yeah, that'll obviously be fun as well. We got to see some of Tengen's abilities, sound breathing, all that shit. That was pretty cool, although I was a little bit confused by it and what it actually does. However, it was cool to read, cool to see, cool to watch, all that shit. Tengen, pretty cool character. I'm not really over the moon for him. I think he could have been done a little bit more well, at least in my opinion, but still great character. And we got to see some more of Nezuko's abilities, like when Tengen and everyone else was poisoned with the poison from Gyutaro's blood sickles. We got to see Nezuko literally burn out the poison using her blood demon art. So don't really know how that works. Don't really think that's too scientifically accurate, but I don't think scientific accuracy is what Demon Slayer is about. So but yeah, we got to see more of pretty much everyone's abilities. Got to see them develop their characters, their strengths, their weaknesses, their abilities a little bit more. Tanjiro, I believe, is now basically officially been promoted to a Hashira because Tengen said that he was obviously going to retire now because he lost an arm and an eye. There's no way he could fight anymore. He doesn't want to. And he said that Tanjiro is now capable and ready to join the Hashira and take his place. Even though one of the Hashira that Tengen is speaking to, I can't remember the name, is obviously clearly very against the idea. What else is it to talk about? Daki and Gyutaro's backstory was very interesting, very upsetting. Gyutaro always being ugly, sort of outcasted, bullied, picked on. And then as you grew older, he became a debt collector, started scaring people, he started you know, the power balance shifted, if you get what I mean. Rather than him being the one that was bullied and picked on, he was the one that was doing the bullying and the picking on and beating people up and all that shit. But then Daki, obviously, who was also known as Ume, that was her human name. She was very beautiful, very pretty, and obviously, you know, Gyutaro even stated that, you know, if you weren't born with me, if I didn't raise you, you could have been like a great lady, a great woman one day, but unfortunately, you were raised by me, you were raised with me, you couldn't have that, and that was obviously his biggest regret as he died. You also saw Tanjiro get very emotional when he saw Daki and Gyutaro, their heads fighting, right before they were about to die. He even said to him, you know, like, these are your final moments, your family is all you two have left, nobody will forgive you for what you've done, so you need to, you know, get along these moments because you're all each other have. That was quite upsetting and sentimental. We also got to see Gyutaro ask Tanjiro if he wanted to become a demon, which I think was a very interesting and very good scene because it really presented Tanjiro's character a lot, because even though protecting Nezuko is probably the most important thing to Tanjiro, and becoming a demon would allow him to do that so much easier, so much quicker, because he would just be so much stronger, because as he is now, even though he's a demon slayer, Nezuko will always have the advantage on him because she's a demon. She doesn't age, she doesn't get weaker, she doesn't get sick, she just gets stronger. You get what I mean? So it really painted a lot about Tanjiro's character when he refused that offer, because that would really give him everything he ever wanted. You get what I mean? But you know, pretty good volume, pretty good novel. It was great. I haven't really got loads to I have got loads to say about it, but not like too much. I mean, seeing Tengen's wives was also pretty cool. Like, they were shinobi, but they put in a lot of effort during the fight. Like, his wife Hinatsudo used the kunai darts that were laced with wisteria extract to distract Gyutaro and to poison him. And yeah, it was just a pretty good volume overall. I mean, I don't think there's anything specific I want to talk about that I haven't just like gotten out of the way. I mean, I don't think so anyway. I mean, other than like, it was pretty cool seeing everyone fight together, like seeing Zenitsu, Inosuke and Tanjiro all fight Daki was pretty cool. It was nice seeing the three main characters all fight together, because we haven't really had too much of that, seeing them all fight one enemy together, but it was pretty cool seeing that. And yeah, no, I think that's pretty much it. I don't really think anything else major happened in here that I need to talk about. There was obviously the master of the Ashira, this guy, said that the scales that haven't shifted the balance that hasn't shifted for 100 years has just tipped. Don't really know what that means, but he says that they will defeat Muzan in this generation, so maybe it means that Muzan now has the edge on them, or maybe they have the edge on Muzan. I don't really know. However, hopefully we're going to find out in the next one. Also want to point out I have a cold right now, so if I sound kind of sick or quiet or like sniffly, it's because I got a cold. But yeah, I mean, that pretty much does it for this video. I mean, I don't really have much else to talk about from this volume. So yeah, I mean, hope you all enjoyed. Hope you're all taking care of yourselves. Stay safe out there. I know life gets rough, and I know shit's not really great for a lot of people right now, but just keep pushing, because if I got to do it, you got to do it. If I got to take my meds, you got to take yours, right? If I got to sort my shit out, you got to sort your shit out. But no, seriously, hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe for future content. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. This is Toshi, signing out.